Claims Suka. Pushing out the smoke. Extrate finding one. Mystic getting another. Suka to scout, spotting two over here as the relay bolt doesn't slow up onto the Omen.
We might have an advantage since we also are used to like the Paper X's style, and we're able to take a series away from them, and that was a really big accomplishment for us personally.
We've already taken them down once, so it's not going to be hard to do it again.
I think we're the boss on this stadium. I think you guys should go home.
I just think that my team just has to play how we normally do, and I think we'll easily win.
And here they come as they get ready to take their seats. The players will be walking past that trophy as we have some shenanigans. Celsius with the carry, bringing Zekken out onto the stage.
I asked him what the Nerf gun was all about, and he was like, you'll see. Yeah, he said, you'll see, and now I see. I mean, a lot of respect for both of these players, but for Celsius in particular, you talk to the Sentinels, they're very high on this guy right now. Again, so much of it isn't just about his individual ability, he's very good, but the way that he communicates and the energy that he brings has been so crucial for this team.
Zekken looking like he's just off the set of Midsommar. Hopefully for his sake and Sentinels, this doesn't turn into a bit of a horror film for them. As Paper X will make their way out here. Jing leading the charge.
I didn't have
for the final time.
I didn't have a Shakespeare reference in my bingo card today, but nice, I like it. And Forsaken.
Not Midsummer's Night Dream. I'm talking about the film.
Yeah, still Shakespeare.
Sure.
Anyway, this is Monette. Okay, so Forsaken thinks Monette, the D Monette, said that, you know, they're the demons, and now they've got the guy who earned the nickname when he was on GE as the D Monette carrying Forsaken. The coaches, well, this time it is actually Alex walking out as the coach.
Gets to join in.
Salamat
Do we fist bump? No? Okay. The
Somebody
fist bump
tell me.
will commence. As the respective staff will go over with the team and get ready to jump into the action. And where do they take us? What does this map draft look like? And does either side have a potential surprise pick up their sleeve? Because reminder, ISO is and has been available throughout the duration of this tournament, but so far, we have not seen him selected.
I feel like if any team's going to do it, it's Paper Rex. Like, they are very keen on trying out unusual agents, and the Yoru is now becoming much more in vogue across all of the regions as, you know, people have started to figure out that, again, with the coordination and the combinations that you can set up, it takes a little extra practice than maybe a lot of the other agents because of the synergy that's required. But once you get that down, it is extremely powerful. So I think, you know, ISO, there could be some opportunities there. It's that wall is really, really good. He has a pretty good vulnerable that hits pretty guaranteed. It's pretty fast. So there's a lot of good things that could be brought out. We'll see. But I don't know. I feel like we've got a pretty good read on what most of these agent compositions are going to look like at this point, but you never know.
You can always get hit with that curveball. See if anyone is willing.
Oh, so somebody's going to play Phoenix.
Step up and do that. I mean, we already did have one Phoenix player. It didn't go super well, but we saw the bold choice of that Phoenix
on
Sunset to try to make it happen. So, hey, you never know. And, I mean, we talk about Jing, always talk about him playing the Rays. The Phoenix is well within his wheelhouse as well.
True.
So, if anybody's going to do that on this stage, it would be him.
I would love to see that. Let's run it back. You know, get it?
I'm just really trying for it now.
I'm going for it. I was going to dial up if he plays Reyna. You know, he's going for those King Lears, since you already went with a Shakespeare joke. Yeah.
I think our audience might have these Shakespeare references going over
all right,
most
we're done
of
with
their
them
heads.
then. All right.
But, you know, I can at least appreciate it.
Yeah, you were a theater kid.
And see some love here for Sasi. I mean, for all of the players, not a single one going unrepresented in this crowd. Packed as they continue to filter into their seats. But even the high-rise seats that we have on the 16th floor completely slammed. Everybody wanted these tickets, regardless of who was going to be playing in this final.
Love it. Something is my everything. Absolutely. I'm there with you guys. I think he has just been such a breath of fresh air for all of VCT. The way he plays is so awesome. I think one of the best things about this event has been not only is Paper Rex have a great fan base here in Korea and in the Pacific region, but there's a huge Sentinels fan base here as well. And this is the first time they've gotten to see Sentinels in this region.
I mean, you have to imagine that both teams are basically at this point loved the world around. You know, Sentinels, just given the early presence from them at the start of VCT, the dominance that was shown from them. So many fans, showing support and wanting to see them here on this stage, but Paper Rex, just because of the style of play, because of the placements that we've seen from them at international events, very much having fans as well everywhere they go.
Yeah, and this is going to just be an absolute phenomenal day for everybody. And yeah, see, look at this. He's bringing the energy already. I mean, we're going to get the Zekken stare down, I feel like, no matter what. And that has been, like, kind of a predictor of Sentinel success. Like, they give him that camera. And, all
right.
Yeah, giving us a little boaster, huh? I'm okay with that.
By Korean standards, it's getting racy in here.
That's true, that's true.
But you gotta love it. Zelsis, always having fun. Very much like this squad right here. Very rarely see them down and out, see them dejected. It's always smiles all the time.
Yeah, and again, it's part of the reason they're having success. There it is. There it is. The beautiful, right into your soul. That strikes fear into the hearts of his foes.
He's always ready for it.
Yes. Monyet gave us a few good ones, but Monyet, doesn't have that intensity in it.
Yeah. Well, now, let's see where we are heading. Reminder, this is, in fact, a best-of-5 grand final. We go the distance. We see 5 different maps, so only one veto a pop. It looks like Sentinel's going to be using theirs on Lotus, and then Bind, banned away by Paper Rex. So first map pick available, and it's going to be split here for the side of Sentinels, and with no surprise, Paper Rex picks Attack. Now Sunset, then Breeze, which I think we'd see a bit of a redux there from Paper Rex once we get the Breeze, but then Haven for a potential 4th, and Ascent for a potential decider.
Yeah, I mean, this is really interesting because the map pool for both teams in terms of maps they've struggled on in this event are pretty similar. It's Breeze, Haven, or mostly Haven for both of them. That's the map that's really kind of been their Achilles heel. But that's the one that went to overtime. The last time they played, Sentinels barely able to win it. But again, Breeze, I'm kind of surprised that Sentinels would pick it based on what we saw last time. Not because they won it, of course, but because of the way it came out again with a very different agent composition with who was playing what agents the next time around, where Paper X stomped.
Yep. Oh, it's a bit of a bold move, but we'll see. I mean, clearly going to be feeling very confident still to get that win no matter what. But let's see what we're dealing with for our first map of Split and whether or not there's going to be any surprises.
I mean, you could tell me anything. You could sell me on anything for Paper X, and I'd believe it. But yeah, it makes sense now. Like you said, there'll probably be double controller for Paper X with Monyet in there. Devi on that Viper, Jing on the Rays, of course. Forsaken going to be the one on the Sky. So kind of an interesting setup here, something on that Jet. You're so used to seeing Devi on that Sky, but on Split he does shift over off of that. On the other side, of course, John QT has been a really good Cypher player. I love the way he sets up. He doesn't play Cypher like normal Cyphers that you see, kind of like meta Cyphers is what I would call it. He's very much setting up for his teammates for trades. He's not necessarily just trying to lock down a site and trying to make it really difficult for you to find good executes on it. He's trying to set his teammates up for success.
So far has been working. I mean, 2 fewer maps played coming into this grand final for Sentinels because they have just been able to get those cleaner victories in their run to this very stage. See if that can continue or if they will get dragged down into the mud once more here by Paper Rex. It went the distance in the best of 3. I wanted to go the distance in the best of 5. It'd be the perfect way to cap off this tournament and what has so far been absolutely fantastic off-season event.
The greatest off-season event ever. I'm just saying it. I'm calling it. And I said it on Twitter. I feel like this actually is going to be our 2024 finals. Yes, it's happening. Totally not an overreaction.
Well, the crowd goes wild as we get ready to jump right into it. Split for map number 1. The AVL 2023 Grand Final starts right now. Sentinels versus Paper Rex. 23 Grand Final.
Oh, I cannot wait. I mean, this is, like you said, like, can the Sentinels avoid being dragged into the mud by Paper Rex? And I think that's something that very few teams have been able to avoid over the course of a multi-match event. And for the Sentinels, yes, you beat them the first time. They said it in the pre-game trailer that they have confidence that they have a good read on Paper Rex. But Paper Rex said it themselves that we tend to start slow. Once we get that confidence building, that's when we come online. That's when we're a different team. Hawk to check early and confirm a little bit of presence. Paper Rex going to be starting on the attack side for most of the maps throughout today. I think just Haven is the only one where they don't.
It's been 100% so far, so may very well do it once again. But A site going to be taken here for free, so it's going to be a full-blown 5v5 full HP attempt at the retake as Double Swing comes out here on ramp, and John Cutie will find the first 2 kills. But Device all taken down, and John Cutie on for the ace here in the pistol round, and it looks like they want to give it to him. He'll swing in, Celsius will take it. But what a clean sweep through. The defuse will come in, and Sentinels will get the first round.
Yeah, this has been one thing that has been plaguing Paper Rex throughout this event, is their pistol rounds have been a little bit off. I haven't seen them really find too much success. They dropped, I think, both pistols on Sunset against T1, but they have good anti-ecos. Or good ecos, I should say, against the anti-ecos. But John here, just the initial double swing, kind of getting that information off the Hawk. Paper Rex sometimes isn't, off the rip of a match. They'll W-key at you. They're called W-key gaming for a reason. And, yeah, he wanted it. He wanted it.
It definitely did. I mean, that would have been Neural Theft Online going into round 2.
Give him the Phantom. He's just going for it. Yeah,
he's got it.
Let's do it.
It is against the force buy. Stingers across the board here for the side of Paper Rex. So still we're going to be looking to up the pace.
5 stinger.
See how they fare.
3 light seal.
Having that Neural Theft here would feel pretty damn good.
No blast packs for Jing, though, so you're not going to be able to try to get up close and personal with these Stingers. So you're going to have to take your time here as Paper Rex to try to get into the space. So a lot of pressure here on Hanya and Divide to set him up.
Spray through. It's going to be the Trailblazer cleared. Can't make it through the smoke, so doesn't really get much. Flashing defend.
Kosong.
But there's no one playing in that position, but it looks like they still want to break through. Mail up here in towards Heaven. Second pulling back. Gets himself wrapped around over towards stairs. Celsius as well, dropping down into the site. And widely, Paper Rex going to start backing away, but here comes Saucy and Monyad. Going to be caught. No, jumps over to the side and actually wins out the fight. Saucy taking down second as well, falling to Divide. Finds the follow-up kill. The wrap back through. Push their way back over towards this B site. Spray gets a minor connection there onto Zelsis, tagging him low, and heals now come across from Forsaken to get everybody else back up to full. John Cutie, though, the Phantom, do some significant damage. The push coming in, something, managing to find him, and now the weapon is in his hands.
Flawless.
And all of the heroics from the first round.
Something
oh, what do you do against this?
Shots flying, 10's down to 2 HP. A flawless pistol with a 4K into a flawless force buy attempt here. Paper Rex, they tie it up.
I mean, I said they've been good on their ecos, but this wasn't exactly an eco, but they're still able to pull this out. What a reaction by Monyet. Knife out, able to only take a scrape of damage, jumps out, immediately repositions himself, and Forsaken pushing out of smokes. I mean, they are not afraid to start cutting off your rotations. They want to catch you off guard, and that's already a little concerning, like the fact that Paper Rex might be able to get their confidence flowing this early.
Force by flawless.
Jiggle peeking, something already crept up so far forward.
Can
he get the catch? No. Damage not going to be taken. Paint shell's now going to be let loose. That'll slow Jing intense with a great headshot. He is able to find something. Spray coming down for Forsaken, just eating some of the damage there from the snake bite. Is situated in backside. Ultimately, though, it will be a trade. Weapon going to be recovered. As they go ahead, scoop up that Spectre and the Phantom.
Yeah, a lot of investment there. Having exactly. He picked it up in the last round on the death.
They know the positions. They know it's going to be A. Divine now having to reposition, gets himself settled down here towards screen. Tens, however, has the Phantom Dog jumping his way. He's trying to remove the dart. Tens pushing forward. Checks over towards main. Puts Monyet down to 1 health. Astra, that's the one carrying the spike. It's not yet in the sight. They back off for the time being, though.
I think.
It's a window of opportunity to try to push through.
Expect.
Needs to try to hold the line here. Get some decent damage across. Will not be able to find the kill.
Just getting Monyet to this site is so challenging.
30 seconds left.
Checking for the push out towards screens. Nobody from Paper Rex is going for that angle. Are they just going to go for the kills? Nope, tossing the spike over. Giving it to the safer hands of Devi with the higher HP bar. Let's see what this retake's going to look like. Tens with that Phantom. That's going to be the scary part.
All of it's scary right now here for Paper Rex. So much pressure on Devi to deliver this round win. Yeah, Monyet will get dropped. Swing it. Able to find one. Cannot get the second. John Cutie will be able to find the follow-up kill, and that is going to be Sentinels swinging it right back. The pendulum swinging into their favor.
Yeah, and at the beginning of this round, Sentinels have a really good read on what Paper Rex is going to want to do on this hit. They've got players ready at both sides of the Pillar of B, plus they've got the Sheriff holding the door. They have a paint shells immediately after the entry of something to cut off the reinforcements of Paper Rex. Yes, Forsaken gets in. He gets a couple kills with that Spectre, but he eats quite a bit of damage and gets the vulnerable through the snake bite. And then transferring over all that damage done to Monyet makes things so much more difficult. Saucy, quick to take down Jing. Could have been a fair-ish battle. Jing even hit a headshot. Now, are we just going to dive right in?
Looks like that's going to be the case, and somehow Jing still able to just see the flash bloom on Tens's face. That's the alert that he needed. He's able to line up the shot. Lucky to come away with that one, but Jing gets himself on the board now. His first kill found.
Look at how spread out Paper Rex is. So this is not going to just be a big-on, full-on hit. The Trailblazer, though, going to keep a lot of Sentinels in place. You know, we'll see if Paper Rex wants to rotate or not, but Second steps out.
Halos naman datang yung mononto.
Got taken by Forsaken. Seekers now online. Cleared out, so Devi's position, at least for now, going to be hidden, but I don't think anyone's going to go pushing into him. He's managed to trade it back. One duelist for half of the smokes here.
Sentinels reading that there's probably going to be a rotation. At the very least, you put yourselves in a position where you can pivot a little bit better off of that kill. You heard the spike get dropped.
But first they need to check the site. I'm not sure if anybody could have lingered forward in towards A. Seekers now going to be let loose, though. Clear out onto the cam and the trap wires. They know that this is going to end up being a B hit. Something Dash gets himself up on top of the box. Trap wire now gone. Can come through. Monyet looking to try to get this backstab off in heaven. In the Nebula, which now dissipates. Saucy able to draw down, finds the kill. Zelsa's going to be taken out at the same time, however. Forsaken having to pull away, gets tagged up, gets back in towards Garage, but he and something very low on HP. Something, however, might not matter if he can get headshots like that. Dashes back across over towards the rope. On the hunt is Saucy, managing to find the kill, but he himself down to 5. Forward Saucy, finding Forsaken, gets the headshot, gets the buy as well. Clears him out of heaven, and Sentinels will move up 3-1.
What a piece of work from Saucy. Absolutely insane the way that he's able to hit those shots, and on 5 health at the end of all of it. And I kind of like what Paper Rex is doing here. It's a flash play to set up Jing off the rip. Like you said, that flash just catching enough of Tens' face, sticking enough through that smoke. They're able to see the flash through it. But then, you know, they had something on the other side of the map the whole time, and it kind of led me to believe that this was going to be a rotate, but they lost the spike over on the other side of the map. And that gave time for Sentinels to reset, to spread their forces out a little bit. I like what Paper Rex is doing on the backside. They have multiple layers of flanks, but they had Monyet and Devi. It wasn't enough to get the job done because Saucy just popped off.
Still enough force up, but see some weaknesses here. Devi going armorless into the round with just that Vandal. Cover going out. As is just Devi. I'm gonna say Forsaken. No. They have a half armor.
Who needs armor?
Check in towards Mail.
Click heads.
Is off in the solution. Monyet backing away, not wanting to be seen by the Trailblazer.
Well, this time around, a different setup from Paper Rex. They're taking their time. Left the spike in sewers. Saucy's got a two-man push coming out.
I'm not sure if they're going to be ready for it, but the shots do not connect. for the flash. They did back away. Looking for the stun on the Nebula, and it does manage to hit. Something gets the kill. Saucy going to be taken down early. Tens has to back away. Oh, trying to fake the dash forward. Tens should be able to suss this out, but still is just going to be pulling back. In the meantime, a sight getting ready. Get jumped on as Jing. Caught by that trap wire for a brief moment. Ends up getting cleared out though. Now Forsaken, holding in heaven, managing to find a second. 5 HP for him. Looks back through the Nebula, gets himself out onto the Raptor. Something creeping in from behind. No one checking for it. Play this out patiently. Nearly finds John. He does swing back through to get Forsaken, but then Monyet arrives in heaven. Takes him down. One death. Paper X gives themselves a second round win.
Yeah, and off the rip here, you know, Paper X taking their time, not something you're really used to. Saucy probably feeling confident off that 4K in the previous round, seeing if he could maybe punish. Mostly Paper X had been leaving one player in B main, maybe seeing if he could win that duel, go for a little bit of an ego there, but Paper X had two, and they're able to use that Nova Pulse, well timed by Monyet to get that kill. And then that opens up the space there for something to start going for the lurk, as all that attention over to the other side of the map, start sending the rotations quick from Sentinels. So Paper X here starting to recognize already that that Sentinels is going for these fast-ish rotations, and that they're trying to get in the back of them and punish them. And this time it did work.
Cam set up in heaven. On watching. Going off that for now as the double push comes through on ramps from both sides. Something able to come away with one. 1 for 1 thus far. Second not really wanting the challenge any deeper, given that he just has that Stinger in hand. Now John Cutie out from screen will be able to find a second kill, so the duelist's gone. Tip of the spear broken off here.
Cage triggered. They found my wire.
Paper X, they can still get work done with a stick. Let's see. These three players
there
can manage. Seekers go chasing forward. Second receiving some spam up through that Nebula.
Forsaken touch of damage though for his efforts. It's gonna be a tough hold here. Monyet's very far away.
Come back through. Paranoia goes across. Second trying to push out. Does get shut down. Forsaken will find the kill. Swings out. Looks for another. There's just too many players facing him. Can only come away just that one. Hold now.
Yeah.
On the spike. The trap wire.
Diffusland.
Here to block it. John Cutie is just holding this one. They don't even realize it. Divine looking for the follow-up. Will be able to find the kill. They'll clean him up and ensure that the weapons won't be carried forward, but Sentinels still get the round win.
Lovely retake here for Sentinels. Yeah, they lose people, but they win the round. And it's because of that trap wire placement. John QT knows he can stick it because they're going to have to either push it or clear it to deal with him. Plus, you had Saucy going up to the ramps to check that area. He knows he's pretty well clear at that point to stick it. It's only that one player. It's only Divine that can really challenge him. And he's got the opportunity to pull off one way or another off the contact of his utility. Plus, he's got that cyber cage, that little extra protection. Very nicely thought out by John QT.
Shells out early as something goes for the entry, but has been spotted. Saucy will cut him down. Ten's protected. Already the entry falling apart a bit as the spam continues over in towards A main.
If Monyet can win this duel against Celsius, he could have an opportunity to rotate through ropes.
Might just end up doing it all the same, but now the second-year-old up online here in round 7. As the Seeker's going to be used for sake of saying, well, I've got something sort of like that. Since to try to hunt him down as Tens goes for the reposition, now creeping his way through Ramen in towards mid. Things are coming down though. They're well aware of this. They do keep him noted, but Divine melted second somehow getting that kill at distance with the Stinger.
Yeah, Tensei.
Now pushing out shots sent over towards Jing. He manages to avoid them, but it's just him and Forsaken now left standing versus the full 5. Nelson is gone. And swings out from Alley. Gets rid of Jing, and that's now a 3-round lead for Sentinels.
Yeah, some of these early hits for Paper Rex are getting read really nicely. Sentinels had a 3-man stack, all kind of watching the landing zone of something there. So Sentinels have pretty well prepared for some of these executes that Paper Rex likes to dial up. You can see everybody's just tunneling in on where they were going. So the tendencies being read here pretty nice by the Sentinels. Paper Rex, again, Zelsis, really important there that he doesn't die, because if Monyet can find that pick, he can find that kill, he's able to really break that open and make that rotation a lot faster, a lot safer for Paper Rex. Instead, Zelsis buys a ton of time. He's able to keep Paper Rex in check and allow for the reinforcements to get there to get the job done. And Alex, good time to take a timeout here, regroup, resituate. think some of the rounds that have been working a little bit better for Paper X are when they're taking their time at the beginning, which, you're not used to saying that about this team.
Yeah.
Usually you're like, nah, just go at them, bro. That's how they find success. But
I mean, when Paper X slows things down, that's one way to catch the opponents off guard. Alex wanting to intervene in just the 2 rounds picked up thus far. And, of course, world's biggest Jing fan is here in the audience. Always showing support for Sun. But we'll see if this timeout is going to work the magic as Alex hopes, or if this is just giving more time for Sentinels to continue to download the playbook.
yeah, it is really interesting. I mean, I love what I'm seeing from Sentinels. They're just so reactive to what Paper X is doing. And Paper X had a couple rounds where they're able to make some good adjustments on it, but now they're kind of back to trying to brute force their way through. Haven't been able to find that success for the most part on those fast hits. That is so quintessential Paper Rex. Some big ults, though. You do have Devi's Viper's Pit. You do have the Cosmic Divide. Now, you do have a counter Viper's Pit from Zelsis as well. Hasn't popped it. Wondering if maybe he's going to pop it off contact.
Well,
at B.
We will have a brief little pause here. See what's going on. Just be a minor tech issue that we can hopefully get taken care of very quickly so we can get back underway.
Well, anyway, I was going to say, I think Sentinels is probably going to lean for an A-heavy defense. A lot of teams like to pop that Viper's Pit at the front of B main, just kind of control that space on their defender side, force the other team to try to make it go to a different area. He's got it with him on the desk, too. That's how confident he is. He's going to, can you, shoot your teammates when they screw up? Just be like, God, come on.
Or just, you pull off like an ace and you just, send a little nerf shot
send
across
out the crowd.
stage.
Yeah, sign it and send it in the crowd.
Not, unfortunately, not like a t-shirt cannon type deal, but, yeah, nice little memento for the team.
Ooh, now we get the glasses. Zoom in. What is Zelsis saying? He wants the fist bump? Oh, he's leaving him hanging, though. Oh, no. The vibes. The vibes, Achilleos.
If we get word as far as what the issue is, we will push that out to you guys. But for now, it's like we're just going to be chilling for a little bit. Players got, I don't know, maybe a little too excited.
Yeah, somebody.
I'm just inclined to blame the players.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No. We got to blame them. It's always their fault for the tech pauses. Absolutely. Somebody just, peaked their mic too much, yelling. Not exactly sure, but hopefully we'll get this all taken care of. Yeah, Sen winsies. Yeah, so far, so good.
Yeah, 5-3 on that defending side, looking pretty good. I mean, for the side of Paper Rex, obviously just had that timeout called. Just had that discussion with Coach Alex. They can come back in. A couple more rounds on this attacking side will feel pretty decent and will feel comfortable for them.
I'd like to see them take a little bit of time, look for some early space that they can take slowly.
Yeah,
so
technical
the
pause.
space super fast, and then work off of that. Find a good opportunity to get that Cosmic Divide down. Hopefully get the plant. Maybe you need the Viper spin at that point, maybe not. And something win. I love that Jet doll, though. That is very nice. And the little
kunai?
Kunai, that's what they're called.
Of course, the signs continue to just be excellent here in the crowd.
Yeah, absolutely. Saying even though it's not Korea, still let's have a good event. Basically, let's have fun.
Well, Paper X are here representing Pacific, so a win here is still a win for Korea.
Yeah. It's still great. I mean, the fans are having a blast. It's so many people are here. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, knew that it was going to be pretty filled up. But the number of signs that we have, and again, every time I glance at a different one in the audience, it's just there's a different name on it. So there's just constant support for every single player that is on that stage right now, which is just fantastic to see.
Yeah, our lobby is just full of fans down there. Every time we're coming in and out, and it's been really, really good. See the support. Yeah.
Trying to cover them up.
Yeah. Get rid of that. The Paper X fans. So funny.
Always good when the you got two different people that are in the audience, sat together, came here together, but they're just cheering for different teams.
Yeah, exactly. Forsaken fan on the right for sure, but is it? I thought for a second that might have been Coach Sicko or something coming in here. The hair and like the suit.
Yeah, he's got it tied back. Sharply dressed all the same.
I mean, he was with that Zekken team, so with Exet, so.
Being told that the issue is almost taken care of. So we should be back on our way here pretty shortly. So appreciate you guys bearing with us. Just want to make sure that everything is good to go and hopefully no further issues after this so that we can just sit back and enjoy the rest of the final.
Yeah, that'd be ideal. This one kind of just a random occurrence, so should be good to go. Monyet, that was a Monyet fan on that last poster, by the way, and then we cut to him. Apt.
The cameramen know what they're doing.
They do.
Looks like, all right, I'm getting the word that all is well. So let's go ahead and resume this action. There's only a couple seconds remaining, so the barrier's now dropped. Blade's going to be pulled here. Something just going to be stockpiling some cash, hoping to take a weapon off of one of the corpses in the Sentinels players. Pit invested over at B Garage, however. The Sentinels want to lock that position off as Divide has been spotted. And oh boy, he is screwed. Just breakthrough. That's the lurk. Taken away. Oh, the dash in intercepted. John Cutie finding him. It's Forsaken. Trying to enter into the site. Things very quickly falling apart here for Paper X.
Yeah, you're going to try to get this plant down. Monyet has to win this battle.
Spike planted.
Just hoping that he can buy enough time. To turn his sights back over there towards B, but does get caught. Second setting of the rocket. Takes down something over an alley. Now it's all on Jing. Showstopper of his own, but is he going to be ready for Saucy here? Because obviously Saucy now knows exactly where he's at. The double spray coming through. Saucy finds the headshot. The fuse will come in.
Jeez, mate.
And that timeout not going to lead to a winning game plan here. Sentinels now move up 6-2.
Yeah, I mean, John QT doing a great job with his utility once again. This time playing for himself. He's setting himself up for this kill. And the trapwire just not expected. It's definitely been something that's given Paper X a little bit of trouble here. He's trying to find ways around these trapwires successfully, and it's kind of why I'd like to see him spread the map a little bit, take their time a little bit, make sure that you're able to really get something in positions where he can pop off, because when we've seen when he's given the space, the opportunities. Yeah, here we go. Showstopper. Is it Jing time?
Not only that, I'm looking at Tens right now with the operator in hand. Flash not going to note anything. No one there to eat the damage from the paint shells either, so Boombot still rolling forward. Oh, a leg spotted. Saucy's hitting some shots. The Cosmic Divide now going to be used. Jump up over the top. Tens gets a collad. Finds something in Divide. Jing with a Showstopper only able to get Saucy, and then he's quickly traded a second. Finds the kill. What a shutdown coming through. Things just completely crumble in the blink of an eye here for Paper X. The double jiggle through. Monyet able to come up with one kill. Another paint shell built up. Lobbed over at Forsaken, and Tens will get himself a third shot.
It doesn't matter now.
7-2, Sentinels not backing down.
Tens able to get ahead of that Cosmic Divide. Get that collat. Love to see that from his perspective.
Well, we'll take a look at it, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm just double swinging in through main. Want a shot from him, and then is able to finish the job. I said a third shot, it was really just the second. There's a huge pickup comes through, and that very much crushes the economy from Paper X.
All right, see what they're gonna try this time. That's a weak buy. Only something with a Vandal. Tavai's been sitting on this Viper's pit for quite some time, having a tough time getting into a position where he can even really use it. Boombot's trading space. Now something right on the other edge. They never saw him.
Oh, they don't check.
Oh my God.
Okay, the pivot there from something does manage to find the kill. Second able to trade it back. As Forsaken will die. The nade just couldn't get away from it. Something's in a rock and a hard place, and Saucy still on the hunt, lingering here in mid. Jing pushing forward, avoids that spray, swaps the gun, is not ready for it. Jump comes through, and now it's all on Divine, Monyet, Stinger, and the Sheriff to try to see if they can do some additional damage, but with just a couple more rounds to be played out in this half, the money is so healthy, there's just no way to break the bank.
Yep. No reason Sentinel not to just full spend every time now, and Seeker's making things all the more difficult for Paper X to try to be a little bit sneaky about this. Oh boy.
The double drop, the push comes in, second, gets himself a third kill. And now it's 8 confirmed here for the side of Sentinels.
Sentinels looking really confident and really good on this split pick. Rightly so. you know, every twist and turn.
There it is again.
Yep.
Both timeouts being burned in the first half from Paper Rex. Has worked out for him last time, but given what we're seeing, I'm not sure if it's going to be the same case.
Yeah, and it's just these tricky positions that they're hiding themselves in this time. Sentinel's showing so many different looks to Paper Rex here, whether it be, you know, just reading their executes, or in this case, just able to maneuver themselves into positions that Paper Rex just isn't ready for, able to find their blind spots. So homework really well done by Kaplan and crew for Sentinels. And so now, got to find ways around this, and Alex is letting them know what he thinks is going to be the best way to do so. And honestly, he's usually pretty good at this, so let's see if he can get him turned around and maybe get a run back here on the split. And we'll see. I mean, again, we talked about the shield versus the spear, or the movable object versus the unstoppable force, and so far, Sentinel's defense has been impeccable.
It's been looking damn good. The shield is very much holding up so far. Things could always change once that side swap comes in, but that's why we see this timeout called, because Alex does not want to end the half with, you know, a 10-2 scoreline. Wants to be able to try to push this to at least an 8-4.
Yeah.
And then would, you know, have trust in the players to be able to pilot the defending side a little bit better. But now we can see the off just getting shifted over. Zekin going to be the one with that in his hands now.
Yeah, he's over towards mid. They're expecting maybe some more mid pressure, but another B hit. It's a Jing special. Guiding light there, but nobody home for Sentinels.
Oh, but that tag, that's pretty nasty. They go jumping across, Forsaken down to 36, and obviously as this guy cannot heal himself.
They're not giving up much information. It's just pulling back every time. All this utility from Paper Rex has not been impactful, other than maybe gaining space, sure. They're going to try to make a crunch over here, and that op is going to be waiting from B Heaven.
I'm not saying I haven't seen anything in mid thus far. Cut through, but Zekin holding the line. No flashes available. The walkout gets taken down. Boombot, nope, has to be abandoned, but the paint shells can be let loose as he tucks back around the corner, and now Celsius finding Jing and Defy. Shuts down the approach completely and utterly as Sentinels, they will go ahead and continue to move forward, making this gap between the two teams even larger. Looking right back in, Poison Orb comes up. Just away for a brief moment, one gonna be spotted. There's the cleanup, Shorty in hand, Yet actually finds two. Then gets tagged from behind, Sasi putting him down low. The spray coming in on the chase, Tens around the back. Ready to cut him off. As the spike is stuck. Yet wanting to play for this one. But no, I mean, the time just isn't there.
10 seconds left.
He will just play to align the economy. Gets himself another kill as Tens will fall, but it's 9-2.
Yeah, you know, think back to last year where Monyet had that tremendous performance on Split and Pacific. But this time around, Paper Rex just read every step of the way. And, you know, on top of all of this, while Paper Rex is making this rotation, Sasi sends out a Trailblazer that checks most of the site, and it makes it so much easier for Sentinels to prepare for this maneuver.
Yeah, I mean, hey, damn clean shots from Monyet there to find the two and then get the third, but unfortunately that is not leading to these round wins. So Sentinels for now just looking stalwart.
And it's these, like, retreats that they're doing. Anytime utility comes out from Paper Rex, they don't challenge it. They just let it happen, back up, and then adjust, and, you know, look to punish off the back of it. So Paper Rex be a little bit more disciplined with their utility, and so far this round, it's been a little bit better. Sasi is going to get the confirmation. A few players, or at least one player, is over there, and something. Maybe going to challenge the angle.
Oh, I think Sasi did have the read that it was going to be two. So many more than that. Just Monyet lingering back. Poison Orb dropping. Celsius trying to find the jump kill. Gets taken down. Second. The timing a bit off. Something able to find him before that rocket can come into play. Right side in the back alley, but Sasi's still on the site. Only 50 HP for him, but perhaps the heroics can come through. We saw him clutching with 5 health. Tens trying to close the gap with the short. He can't make it happen, and Sasi will be flushed out. Now it all comes down to John PT. Try to get the ace clutch to get a 10-2 half. Otherwise, that 9-3 is coming in. spots the first player, can't make it happen. Flawless in the final round of the half. Paper Rex will be able to find a third round, but they have no timeouts as they get ready to swap to this defending side.
Devi never used his pit.
Yeah.
Never used it. I mean, he never got really an opportunity to be frank. At this point, the round was over anyway. But, I mean, that's just how clean these defenses were from Sentinels for the most part. They just weren't giving them opportunities to really do what they needed to do. And, yeah. Look, definitely don't count Paper X out. We've seen this time and time again, that somehow they just find another tier, they find another level. And, yeah, defender side isn't their side of the map, but usually. But you never know.
Well, Sentinels just going to want to start things off with another pistol. Get that double digit locked in. Because right now, odds very much are stacked up against Paper Rex. You know, if this was OG release split, we'd be like, oh yeah, this is fine.
This is done.
Completely recoverable. 9-3 curse and all that, split defender sided, but it's not been that way for some time here. Damn sure, just given what we've seen so far, that Kaplan also has a very good idea of how Paper Rex is going to look to play the defending side.
Yep, and he's just really been well set up for their defensive halves for the Sentinels against Paper Rex. Now, can they get that same level of success? It certainly feels like they've got a lot of momentum. They've got some good reads. Pistol rounds have been a little bit shaky for Paper Rex. See if maybe they can get one here and turn things back onto the right track. Or if it's going to be the Sentinels just maybe looking to run away with this and send us right over to sunset.
Everybody right now outside of A. And like a very fast take on the site. 1-star setup by Monyet. Maybe try to slow things up. Otherwise, it's Jing with a frenzy in his jiggle peek so far. We'll finally spot one.
Oh boy.
Forsaken up close, thinking about sending out that guiding light. Flash held, chain shells coming down, pushing them forward up the ramp. Jing's gonna be good for one. Forsaken finds another, but the trade back is instant. QD and Saucy getting one apiece. The sight now in the hands of Sentinels.
Yeah, it's a good combo there, but just it was two players and both were dealt with, so that's gonna buy enough space and time here for Sentinels. And they're pushing screens. Monyet aware of it.
Trailblazer gonna spot them. Yet needing to clear this out. As far as it goes, the timing.
Oh no.
What a snap! Monyet gets the headshot. It felt like he was dead to rights, but somehow comes away with a kill. They push up into the poison orb, and Zels is going to be taken out as well. That's all on Saucy. Top fragger at the moment, frenzy in hand, but he can't steady the aim. Monyet continued swinging wider and stops and gets the kill. Paper X will get themselves a pistol round win.
It's huge. And I like the way that Paper X starts this with their combo. You know, it's the flash into the paint shells and then the double peek from two different angles. It's a good little trap play, but the Sentinels react to it incredibly well. You can see that the flash doesn't catch too much there.
Gimana sekarang suaranya?
Yeah, the Monyet
Kalau
kill
judul tadi dilihat-lihat channel lain aman sih.
My God.
Come on, man.
What a drag across the right click.
Look at that, just that wry little smile. That is ridiculous.
Yeah. Jangan lupa subscribe ya.
Well, despite the lead, no force up here from the side of Sentinels.
Okay, thank you Bang Adam.
Pressure playing this out. Normal guns. Oh, something going for the quick peek. Instantly has to dash away.
Yeah, he saw quite a few bodies of Sentinels in the middle there and is like, yeah, I'm good. You guys go ahead and come over here and help me just in case. Yeah. But this rotation could be catching them a bit off guard. It's just Forsaken holding an angle, watching this, and then you're going to have to rely on some of these smokes to maybe buy you some time. But Forsaken can't do a lot of damage. He's going to get the confirm, so now Jing's starting to scooch over.
Doesn't give a ton of information just because you do anticipate that a Cypher is typically going to be lurking, but now that the paint shells come in, that is the tell all. Jump up over the top in second with that right click, managing to find him as he lands. 10 as well. Taking out Jing. And with just classics, now they get some weapon upgrades. And this might just be a complete repeat of what we saw at the top of the map, but this time it would be Sentinels winning out of Thrifty and getting themselves up to 10. Catastrophic for Paper X.
And those
hashtag di deskripsi ngaruh nggak sih?
Gonna bite him. in the butt here with that Guardian. I would have liked to have seen Forsaken fall back instead of trying to push that angle. He got caught with the paint shells as he started to W key forward. It's looking really good for Sentinels.
Paranoia across, tuck away against the wall. Divide, find one yet. Sprinting forward, finds Celsius. Divide, swinging around the back, finds another. Something now, trying to be the difference maker. A quick lob on the paint shell, something. Tag low in second. He started the round with a pistol kill. He'll end it as well. A triple. And Sentinels will take this round away.
Beautiful adjustment to switch to the classic in that moment. Go for that jumping right click. Knew he had his opponent weak. Very, very smart stuff. Zekken has been so on point on this raise, but it's the over-aggression here from Paper Rex. Jing and Forsaken feel like they can just kind of brawl them. They know that it's mostly classics or suspect so, off the information that something had seen with the weaponry in hand. But I would have, again, with the Guardian for Forsaken, like to have seen him fall back. You know, just play for the rest of the team to get there. Use that long-range weaponry against the Sentinels. Box them in on the site. And then use your gun advantage in a much better situation. But the tendencies of Paper Rex are what they are. Again, Paper Rex giveth, Paper Rex taketh sometimes. And that round did not go their way.
A Garage 4-stack, a Bucky and Jing's hand, holding things down over in heaven. And pretty much all of Sentinels playing on this side of the map. Flash to confirm some presence, and that dog should be a bit of a tell-all, but no, just a single swing out from something will take it down. Paper Rex may be thinking that they forced them towards the opposite side of the map, and they would be correct.
Yeah, and the flash as well from Forsaken alerts to the presence of at least two there, and you have to assume on an eco that they might be overstacking, and you can't play to try to brute force your way through. And Sentinel's making a rotation, but like you said, Paper Rex.
Let's try it again on this side of the map.
Yep.
Jump forward, second. Oh my god, managing to find Forsaken as he's mid-air jumping up. Something will be able to punish that one back. And Divide. Weapon recovered. Yeah. Finds two. But around the back. Oh, TP4. 10's taken down. Divide looks to hold the site. 8 bullets remaining. The swing out. Celsius takes him out. That brings one yet. Now, the last man standing, but he cannot nail the shot. Celsius will clutch it out in the round, nearly getting away from them, but Sentinels move up to 11.
Yeah, doing what he can, Divide, putting up some big multi-kills, coming alive there, but just really not enough in the tank. Good reaction by something. A really good dive in, gets ahead of the flash there.
Barely caught. Yeah, the wisps coming off the Omen. Yep. I like the attempt, but huge from Celsius. No, Paper Rex, one more buy to really try to break this win streak that's been started up here. Stop Sentinels from getting the map point.
Couple charges away from some ultimates that could help you out, but gonna need a multi-kill round. It feels like not much pressure being put on the orbs on this defender side for Paper Rex.
Kalau di GE kemarin nggak kurang-kurang banget sih.
Taken over on the A side.
Swing out, something having to back away. Jing will find one, but it's just going to be traded here as both raises will fall. This is swinging back across, checking out Garage. Now Monyet is hovering. Looks like Divide got a spot on the one. Tries to cut off that A-main access point. Forsaken able to find John Cutie before getting taken down. 10's breaking things open once more on this side of the map. See something on the hunt, but just a little bit too late to get the punish on Celsius. Swings back through. Divide seeing the drop down before that smoke does bloom, however. It's just to find one, and it keeps Paper Rex in with a man advantage.
Are they going to be able to read this rotation from something?
This is a pit. As soon as he plants it, he's going to have it online. And to get themselves up to 12, why the hell not invest it?
Welcome to my world.
Now, use 10, hearing the footsteps. Gets rid of something, low on HP, and as he swings out, will fall. Divide and Monyet now needing to hunt within to try to get Celsius, but he swings out right in front of Divide's crosshair. The kill will come through. Monyet will get the handoff to get one away from the Cosmic Divide. And for now, Paper Rex will stop Sentinels from getting the map point.
I like the way Sentinels play this round because they give themselves a really good opportunity with Celsius buying a lot of time on the other side of the map. He's able to draw the attention of Monyet and something to allow kind of a 3v2 over on the A side. and they almost get away with it, but Devi, able to somehow be unaccounted for, finds that pick onto the spike. Gets enough extra time here for these rotations to start coming through. Something might get cut off. Tens there, almost able to survive that, but Devi with a quick reaction, and Devi coming to life, getting dialed in these last couple of rounds. Some big multi-kills, get Paper Rex into it, hit available for him, and he's going to put it in the mid.
Knocking off a bit of the map, but A, only really being watched at the moment here by Monyet. No presence in heaven at the moment. Couple shots to go through, sees the Trailblazer. With the paint shells coming out as well as that showstopper. Everybody gonna have to start rotating off. You can see already lurking his way down into sewers is Devi. Jing taking position over here at ramp. Swings out, finds one. John Cutie gonna be taken down. Paranoia does connect. Zelsa's pushing forward, finds it. Received. That's now they're swinging from behind. Devi arriving at the perfect time. Second, pulling back, but was noted. Ends up getting eliminated by Forsaken. The cleanup comes through. Paper Rex, this time a much cleaner round for them. Keep 4 players alive. As they take another step towards a run back on this map. Still a long way to go.
Yeah, no doubt. This is great reaction for Paper Rex, and Jing able to find that big first kill, catching John QT a little off guard, and then the flash to bail him out after Tenz's paranoia. Just a touch too late from Forsaken, but didn't matter, because the rest of Paper Rex was on their way. Devi right there with a great double. And then they're able to get out of there. Yeah, that's tough. Pinched in there, and some huge ults for Paper Rex. Gotta watch out as Sentinels that Jing loves to get explosive off the rip. Try to take some space, start dividing you this map. Here we go.
Going over towards Ramen, finds Celsius, takes him down. Tense, just around the corner. Boombot, check the right side. Nothing going to be noted there. Second taken out. Something able to find the kill. Jing will be able to get his mark. Sassy now. You need to be wary about this. I mean, yep, footsteps from behind us. You can see, is he going to turn? He finally does. Finds the headshot for another one. Continuing to play forward. Will take him down. He gets the finisher on the John Cutie. Now, 4 rounds separating. How long can they keep this up? Paper X only had to invest a showstopper as far as ults were concerned, and that is going to draw the first time out of the series from Sentinels.
Yeah, and just a good read here from Paper X. Able to catch that player in Ramen. Jing loves this. This is his favorite angle to take with that showstopper on the defender's side. He loves to get in a Ramen because it creates a lot of problems. It's a lot of mishap. Even if he doesn't find a target, he's splitting you, and you either have to gamble on one side of the map or wait back and try to punish him. But then you got to worry about the rest of Paper X being right at his heels. So this time around, though, just an eco for Sentinel, so not the end of the world. Can definitely still get this done, but Paper X finding the footing. Is it going to be enough? Is it going to be too little, too late, potentially? I think something's going to grab an op coming into this next round. So that's going to make things even trickier. Got to be aware of that as the Sentinels and see if they can find a little bit more success. They've been getting swarmed pretty quickly. Paper X now starting to find their feet, starting to find their reading on the timings and the understanding. And a big part of it is, I think, they're starting to recognize that a lot of these hits are off the back of Sassy's utility.
I mean, Sassy has been a monster so far.
Yes.
I mean, the 5 HP clutch, just the util placement and timings from him so far has just been absolutely great.
But he's the one that's often leading the way with where their executes are going to happen. It's the Trailblazers, the Guiding Lights, those kind of things are kind of pretty indicative of where Sentinels have been wanting to put their pressure. And it looks like they might be setting up for a bit of a fake towards A to start. And maybe a rotate around to the other side or something like that. We'll see exactly what it looks like. Something here with that op going to get backed off by the flash.
Hear the dash out. Jing's still nearby, though. That Jiggle Pig, I'm not sure if it was wide enough to spot the operator, but either way, this neural theft certainly will. Now going to be noted. Still the push coming through Tens.
Thank you yang udah like, yang udah subscribe.
Fully catching something.
Yang bikin PRX orang mana bang, mana tahu coy. Oh iya bang saudara, iya kan main freak sama Forsaken sama Execute.
Be able to get that headshot. What a punish.
What a drive-by for John.
The timeout here from Sentinels working wonders. Operator now on the floor. Team still very fanned out from Sentinels and completely completely split worlds apart for Paper Rex.
They're able to. The reason this round is going the way it is, I mean, yeah, John hits a great shot, but other than that, they dragged a lot of Paper Rex's attention to the other side of the map.
Hands on the lurk. Back around the corner, and Jing likes his call. Raph looks like he's going to swing back, and now he's got a full sprint, but Ten's not going to go for the chase. Actually, that sprint not going to be coming through. Jing still wary of giving up the audio cue. Trying to keep his approach mysterious enough. But there's just so many angles to check. 1v5.
Spike planted.
And ultimately, looks like he's going to go maybe back off, or no, the alley approach now.
Gonna have to be one of the best aces you've ever seen, but Jing's done it before. About that bind game.
This, though, I think would be a world above it. He's able to find one. No way in hell of a transfer onto Zekken. He'll finish him off. The timeout working wonders here for Sentinels. They stop the run back and they get themselves up the map point.
Yeah, this is a really good call. Just a little bait and switch. They haven't been too mysterious in how they're maneuvering the map. So this time around,
great read from John.
I mean, John just, wow. Nasty stuff. Tens with a nice little angle onto something able to pull the trigger, but couldn't get the sights dialed in time. And it's a really good timeout call from Sentinels. They use that utility to make it look like they're going to go A, and it buys enough attention, enough time for them to swing over. But something with the opener.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to say, it's kind of surprised to not see the investment there on the operator, given the Divide was coming into the round with about 7,000, but something wanting to go with the Vandal. Comes up with the opening kill. The dash there. Now, full presence out here on towards mid. Swing out, by trying to get the timing. Only gets a little bit of damage down on his Elsis. Moniette now. Stranded on the site. Jing trying to peel, trying to pull some attention. Can't do so. It's Forsaken as well, swinging in from behind, but peek back off the rafters, and John Cutie finds the headshot.
And
continuing to just play this out as quietly as he possibly can. Shot just over the head of John Cutie. Spike now. Second. Trying to hold the line. He manages to do so. 2 kills for him, and it all comes down to something in a 1v3. Have to be the 4K clutch to keep this map going. Otherwise, Sentinels going to be starting things off 1-0. And that's exactly what will happen. Celsius will find the final headshot. And Sentinels, for some reason, seems to be the score line between these two teams. It's a 13-7 first map victory once again.
Yeah, 13 or 7 are OT, so maybe we've got some OTs coming up, but I love the way the Sentinels play off of each other, the way that they cover for each other. Zekken drops down, John QT right there on rafters to cover for him, knowing that it's kind of an exposed angle for Zekken, and he shuts it down to really make this execute that much easier when they're onto that B site. Love the way that they adjust, they maneuver the map, they play off of each other, they play with each other so well. And it really threw a loop to Paper Rex. Sure, they had an okay run there for a little bit, but the timeout works a treat. The Sentinels are on their way here at the AVL. Man, oh man. Good start.
2 maps away from lifting that trophy, which would be their first one in a damn long while. Perhaps they can get it done. As they were talking about the Paper Rex players during the opening video, it's been very slow beginnings for them. Yep. This one looks very similar to what we saw in our opening series between these two teams of the AVL. Hopefully this one can end up delivering much like that one did. Like you said, perhaps some overtimes on the horizon. But that is the first map split. Sentinels map pick out of the way. They get their win. How do they fare going into the rematch on Sunset?
Teman-teman jangan lupa subscribe ya buat membantu YouTuber baru. Aku biasanya kalau hari-hari biasa kadang live streaming buat main Haalooo. Harus ada main freak sini. Kemarin juga ada main freak. Ya banyak yang ngatain main freak kalau nggak lagi on point tembakannya. Repot jadi Rex.
It's the way that they're reading their opponents. That's really impressive and really important for the future of this squad because yes, it is an off-season event. So you're looking at the fundamentals. You're looking at the pieces and how they're playing off of each other, and it's good.
very much is. The communication and the energy has been nothing but stellar from Sentinels this whole tournament throughout. But a fairly one-sided affair. I mean, you can see 10 first kills there for PaperX, only 7 rounds won. It's just good conversion from Sentinels, not allowing for those early disadvantages to really fight them in the rear by the end.
Yeah, that's really solid stuff. The fact that PaperX gets an even first kills with you and you're able to really swing it the other way is really impressive. Because PaperX is usually pretty good once they find it.
Tuh something aja 13-14 coy. Jing juga nggak terlalu nyala.
I loved so much of what we saw. So many different looks too.
Map 23-nya apa? Apa ya tadi ya? Ntar kita cek dulu.
Great impact from everybody across the board. Tens with the collab, picking up that off the one round. The entries from Zekin coming away with those classic kills where it felt like he had no business doing so.
Map 2 Sunset, map 3 Breeze.
And the almost ace to start the map.
Yeah, just great play across the board here.
Yuk, bisa yuk Sunset, mapnya PaperX kan Sunset ya.
First we're going to take the quick little break. When we come back, we'll jump into map 2, which is Sunset, to see whether or not PaperX can tie things up.
Awas ke band bang, kena copyright. Iya, kita matiin dulu kali ya suara ya. Kita setel musik-musik apa gitu. Thank you yang udah subscribe, ada Prasya. Logo Afrika TV di pojok kiri atas perlu ditutupin nggak guys? Atau biarin gitu ya? Ya, apa kita deathmatch dulu? Iya mungkin ya, view ribuan, terus yang subscribernya udah banyak. Subscriber masih 25, ngapain di report coy? Kita main dulu kali ya, deathmatch gitu, biar shadow to sunrise. Info streamnya ada di mana? Streamnya bisa dibuka website Afrika TV. Ntar ada di situ.
Match found.
Kita main team deathmatch dulu kali ya. Sorry ya guys kalau cupu. Streamer magang gitu.
They have no idea how heartless I am.
Jangan lupa buat subscribe, buat di like, komen teman-teman. Guys, kalau nyalain kamera kalian mau nggak sih? Kayak jijik gitu. Enggak ya?
You had your fun. Now it's my turn. That's fine. I'm gonna watch. Let the killing begin.
Pathetic. Fire's gone. Reloading. Reloading.
Charge your hearts.
Feeling sight.
Ya. Buat teman-teman yang gabung jangan lupa like, comment, subscribe.
Blocking sight. Don't resist.
Reloading.
Bukan watch party ya, watch party tapi kita kan masih nunggu. Ntar kalau nunggu ngeliatin itu, ngeliatin Afrika TV ntar di ban kita. Sabar coy. Kita masih nunggu game kedua, terus ntar baru watch party lagi. Ya.
New stage in 10.
Astagfirullah.
Stage 3. Jet stabbed her right to a rampage.
There.
Kok petem boy?
There. Feeling sight. Cutting their vision.
Reloading.
Until stage change.
Parasite. My ult ready.
Final stage.
They will cover.
Astagfirullah. Ke pressure ya main kalau banyak yang lihat. Gak tau lihat.
Joke's over. You're dead.
Feeling sight.
Get out of my way.
Astagfirullah. Guys, nanti yang mau nonton kita nunggu mulai ya. Kabarin kalau ada yang tahu.
Cutting their vision.
My ult ready.
Astagfirullah, nembak apa coy?
Cutting their vision.
Asik sendiri ya.
Taken out.
Guys, sudah mulai guys.
And the Cypher, of course, it's just a matter of getting it done, and it helps the Forsaken
kita watch party bang,
flashes,
tenang bang.
Landing some good knives.
Jangan kemana-mana, duduk, ambil
really,
kopi.
A lot of what Paper Rex does on this map kind of pivots around something, and he's generally pretty safe. He's not going to be playing like he does on the Duelist, and that's something really cool to see. I didn't mean to do that, but I did. It's going to be cool to see, like, because he's not in his normal element, but he still has tons of impact because they're really focusing on getting those thrashes built up and having him identify where the players are on the opposing team for the executes.
Alrighty, well, let's go ahead and carry on our merry way now into map number 2, where Paper Rex are going to be looking to tie things up, make this a 1-1 affair. Sentinels, though, looking for that 2-0 start.
Guys, logo yang kiri atas perlu tutupin nggak sih? Perlu nggak ditutupin?
And you gotta lead into this thinking that the Sentinels have good reads so far today on Paper Rex. They've had good reads throughout this tournament for the most part, and it's can they now convert this on what has been Paper Rex's best map, their most dominant map. You can see 81% on their attacker side. They barely had to play defender side for the most part because they're just so dominant on their attacker side.
Both teams just sticking with that same divide here. Send back on the defense. Smoke coming down. 0 point not going to be cleared. And just having to drift away. Paint Shells looks to clear close. Push up now in towards market.
Afrika TV coba cari di Google aja. Afrika TV gitu ntar muncul.
Stranded within. Divide. Maybe not quite catching a glimpse there of a second. Like he should have seen him as that market swing came through. And Jing trying to get the pinch from behind. Ends up falling to the wayside. Mind Freak tagged low, can't quite line up that final shot to take down John Cutie, so that is going to be a flawless pistol coming through here for Sentinels.
Yeah, starting the map exactly the same way they did on Split, and that's huge for them.
Aman,
you can slow this momentum down, especially with this pistol, get as many rounds as you can on this defender side as Sentinel. You're going to make it really, really difficult for Paper Rex once they transition over to the other side of the map, and they're able to get just ahead of that utility. They read this really well.
Bang, baru mulai ya, baru mulai.
You see
Baru mulai map kedua ini.
down B main a lot. It doesn't really matter. They're expecting the attempted crunch through market. It does not come through for the side of Paper Rex. No force by this go around.
No, Ken's pushing forward. Easily able to gun down to Jing and Forsaken, taken out by the judge. Sprays across, looking for a little bit of extra damage, and Mind Freak will get whittled down to 14, but
ini kita lihat nih, pakai line up tanpa monyet.
I wonder if this is play and this buy is actually in response to anticipated force purchase from PRX.
Could be.
Tapi Tens nggak menyala dulu nggak sih?
Tens just sets himself up. There's a trap wire there as well, just in case.
Kalau dibandingin dulu masih kurang.
Option, but it's his own smoke, just
pertama
runs right into it.
Pertama Sentinel tadi menang.
Yes, you are going to be able to clear that.
Look at this. I mean, the push forward for some saucy. They're going to find the spike.
Oh, God. I didn't even see it all the way over there.
I mean, yeah, now they know that they have the spike, and that they're not on the A side of the map. So this is really just Paper Rex going to look to try to deal some damage.
Gila, Tens.
So much information.
Sekarang udah banyak yang nyala kayak
maybe an ace with the judge swaps over to the ghost, and okay, it does end up fighting him in the rear. It's going to be Divide able to find one, so avoids a follow-up flawless round. Just the one kill coming through as the judge will get scooped up by John Cutie, and Sentinel start things off with 2-0.
Okay. Well, it is what it is for Paper X. Not the success you were able to find on the eco. Of course, not force buying either, so.
Somebody want an anti-eco.
Yay, it happened.
Bentar ya guys, angkat telepon dulu.
First time today it's happened. Tens, just a little bit off of the timing there. Pays the price. Either you just wanted that ace so bad. Don't blame him. I do the same thing. I feel it. You want to get those aces. Feels nice.
Judge only has 5 rounds now.
It's true. Doesn't hit nearly as hard either. That is an interesting 0 point.
Yeah, I mean, just trying to see if there's going to be anyone playing close left.
Yeah.
Tens will send that Paranoia, answering one coming out now from Mind Freak, forces him back.
With that judge, you got to be worried about it.
Yeah, should be sat on the site. This time the judge is going to hit second. He's the one lurking within the smoke. It's well to delay. Shots going through. Managing to find the kill. Doesn't take too much in exchange. And Nelson for the paint shell. Aftershock as well going to just try and delay. This will fall, but second now with the ghost in hand. Picks up a kill on the divide. Been training it back. Second taken down. Now into the 3v3. Saucy will pick up a bulldog. Another 0 point. Wanted to make sure that this elbow side is completely cleared out so they can continue to inch forward.
Not sure where the dizzy went for something. Not sure if he's going to be able to pick it up.
I think he already has.
Oh, you're right. He's got it again. There it is.
Goes over the top. Lines out on the 2. The push forward. Trying to get the transfer, but Tens does manage to strike. Trying to hold things, but John Cutie from behind managing to keep them in this one. And now the swing comes in. John Cutie striking as Mind Freak has his attention pulled the opposite direction. It's a 3-0 start as Sentinels convert the bonus.
Uh-oh. And it's, you know, Paper Rex getting ready here pretty well. The early 0 point to check doesn't guess correctly on where that judge is going to be lurking. And then Divide trying to get out of there, but right at the box, the last ghost bullet going to be found for Zekin. And yeah, they get some spots with their utility, but again, Saucy playing on site and the other 2 members playing a little bit further back to kind of expect that utility coming out from Paper Rex. They're kind of starting to read where these dizzies and other things are going to be going, just to check mid this time around. And Paper Rex now going to try to use that opportunity to gain some space. Sheriff's and then just a stinger for Forsaken. Jink revealed momentarily. Just going to back him out. Forsaken take some space into market.
Something. Just trying to play elusively here. Does manage to dodge out. Swings back through. Is really trying to get that Sheriff. Find some value as the blind will connect. And Jing is able to find the shot. Second going to be taken down. Push forward. Forsaken itself is going back and forth there, but is going to be Forsaken who comes up with a kill. Fragment now lobbed in. Cutie forced out of position. Checks the cam for a brief little moment. There's Tens as well, eating some damage. Land coming in, the TP up on top. And the double boom bot kill! Jing getting 2! Oh. And how has that happened? Now it's all on Saucy to see if he can find something. Otherwise, this Thrifty going to be looking pretty monstrous here for the side of Paper Rex. Does get 2. They line up for him. Flash sent, forced away. Prowler to check close for the swing. Coming in, shots not quite connecting, but the pitch starting. Can he isolate? No. Something will finally be able to finish him off before the potential ace can come in. As a Thrifty will get Paper Rex on the board.
Well, this is nice for Paper Rex. So much information and space gained by Forsaken as he cuts through market. Kind of identifies that there's nobody playing up close at, or you know, in the site itself. So they're going to use that opportunity to crunch into B main, find a good dizzy and a paint shells to open up some space to get those Sheriffs to sing. Saucy though, that is so good, man. He is just so nuts.
It stops him from carrying over a couple of extra free weapons. Now we'll have the cash to buy. I just can't believe that 66% of Jing's kills are from a boombot.
Now he's one away from a showstopper.
There he is.
Now he's got a showstopper.
Yeah. It's going to be taken down. Haunt does get the reveal on the 2. Thrash going to come out. Checking here over towards Market.
I know exactly where.
Goes all the way through, and now the neural theft to reveal by investing the ultimate. Step across, something does get tagged briefly there. Showstopper pulled the push out of Boba. No more blast packs to chase, but spots one all the way back in spawn, but cannot get the elimination. Doesn't sit a deep enough, and now Zelsis will be able to get rid of Jing. Divide, however, finding 3. Trying to build up that next neural depth, and with a flash, John Cutie doesn't stand a chance. Paper Rex picked up a second round win.
Yeah, now you got the Paper Rex fans coming alive, trying to send some of their energy, and good utility usage. Again, that Thrash finally available. Usually it's able to be found around round 3 or 4 or something. Isn't until here he's able to get it down. Jing finding that pick early, able to buy that space, buy that time for Divide to come in through mid, find that lurk angle, and a quick reaction there from Forsaken to back him up with the flash. Very nicely done here by Paper Rex. Now let's see if they can start stringing something together. You still have that showstopper in Zekin's back pocket to work with, and he's going to go for the early play, but didn't pull the ult.
Does have that showstopper, but also the Hero Vandal purchased by Zelsis. Trusting in him to try to find some value, but it's actually going to be Tens who strikes first, getting Forsaken through the smoke there. Sheriff headshot connecting.
feel like Tens has been so good at hitting people through smokes. He's got such good ideas of the timings and the placements of his opponents. He's able to find so much value for Sentinels in that regard.
I didn't catch it. Maybe there was a haunt reveal, but either way, still a fantastic pickup for him. Well, the double.
Di sini ada yang namanya Fawas ya, Fawas.
This time it will be sent. Or Tens getting taken down through the box.
Spin Saveria buat
the count here as far as players are concerned. Showstopper now at the ready. Second, rushing forward, trying to find a target. Sheriff Justice Sassi able to take down Jing. Close rocket, not going to find the kill. Mind Freak still sat here with 20 HP. Trying to be statuesque, trying to get the jump on them, trying to surprise them, but Second reads it. That's an easy finish up for him.
30 seconds left.
Oh, they smelled that bait so nicely.
2v4 now.
Yang nonton 200 masa enggak?
So far. Weapon.
Masa sih enggak bantu subs abangnya. Iya bener ini oi.
Freak's gone, still on the floor.
Subscribe enggak sih?
Swinging out. Divide, needing to nail the
Nonton
shot.
200 gitu kan. Subscribe-nya 200.
With 2 more. But getting the last 2, a bridge too far. Sentinels not going to allow for Paper X to tie things up. Will inch that lead forward once again.
And this time, it's Sentinels who can use that showstopper to bottleneck Paper X. It was almost kind of a mirror of the last round in a lot of ways. It's just different teams doing it.
Look at the ults.
Yeah, now you've got some really scary ults coming online.
Oh, no, yeah.
He just knew.
Kind of had a glimpse.
Oof. And the pinch is so good. Yeah, they read right away that there could be a player tucked in there. They're sensing that bait so nicely.
Tapi kalau QR code
trying to
Saveria taruh
win
situ,
a long-range battle against those sheriffs, just not going to get done. And yeah, almost everything except for the showstopper now for Sentinel. Off hand for Tens too.
aman nggak sih? Kalian kelihatan nggak?
Jump across though. Jing just around the corner. 0 point not going to connect. Now there's going to be the TV.
Thank you yang udah subscribe Alipes.
Yeah, good idea that Jing was in that position already. HL clears out one of the trap wires. The full rotation from Sentinels now arriving as we'll see the wingman get the plan of the spike. Rolling Thunder and the Nightfall combination coming across, but no one from Paper X is going to get hit by either of them. Something delaying. Thrash not going to find much. As well, spotting nothing. Sassi catching Jing. Was the K down a bit by the seas. Turn to the flash. Something swinging forward. Does find Celsius. Looks for another. Is able to find John Cutie. And now the cleanup comes in as Mind Freak will pick up the final 2 kills. Paper X answering back, keeping things neck and neck.
A tremendous awareness here from Paper X. Obviously able to pick off Tens early is very, very nice, but sensing the ultimates with the dueling Nightfall and Rolling Thunder coming through, not going to be put in positions where they're going to get punished by that, able to play these post plants really nicely. Yeah, Sassi lands a good seize into a kill, but they're able to set up these crossfires, and you've got Divide coming in late no matter what through market, just in case. It's a good setup, it's a good crossfire. That is what Paper X needs to do. Reading their map very nicely, reading the Sentinels very nicely.
Ini sekarang
able
map
to use
kedua.
that wingman to a treat. And I like the way that they use that wingman in this case, because they know that there are ults back there, so they're like, all right, we're going to mosh pit on one side, let the wingman go. Devi's got control of market, should be a safe plant there, and then we can just wait it out.
Well, that's why, you kind of want to see that ult coming through from Celsius a little bit earlier, because if you can get the interruption on the wingman or even an aftershock to try to clear him out during the plan, suddenly the spike is completely stranded.
Exactly.
But it's just a bit behind being able to get everybody in position. So Sentinels do call the timeout, still hold the lead, but only by a singular round. They know how streaky Paper X can get. They saw it happen to themselves on Sunset before, so they want to try to put an end to it now.
Yuk kita bikin polling yuk, bikin polling.
For a timeout. Don't let Paper X build momentum. Don't let them build confidence. And again, every round you get here, if they get one more on this defender side, you got to start feeling really good about Sentinel's chance to be frankly on this map.
Right forward, Jing. Well, yeah, the Prowler still managing to lock on. It gets its bite.
Udah subs 2
One here in elbow. Still 3 players nearby.
Jatuhnya di unsubscribe ya.
Command pop from Forsaken, trying to escort them forward here onto the side. The Dizzy landing. Celsius not blinded up. In for a target here, but it's going to be Jing who falls first. Sassi finding him over at backside. In the smoke is Mind Freak, and now Forsaken on the ground as well. The pivot second, spotting him, coming out of the smoke. The res going to be used, but instantly Forsaken right back onto the floor, but now Sasuke Tens get taken down. Like, however, not planted, but it's within the hands of something. He's rotating out. The Neural Theft going to be revealing this one, so now they have to just cut down and head over to the B site.
Yeah, this is Sentinels has a really good read on how Paper Rex wants to try to attack this A site. They're always falling back into those angles towards the alley. Now something so aggressive.
Oh, the Jiggle not spotting much there.
Yeah.
Oh, they were hoping that the attention was going to be pulled over towards Device. Something swings out, but Celsius ready for it. Shuts down the
Buat teman-teman yang gabung jangan lupa subscribe.
Back at the timeout, Sentinels will be able to
Nonton
get
di mana
that
Bang?
round
Di
win.
Afrika TV.
Themselves now up to 5.
Dude, that is
Ada
such
di Google
good awareness
Afrika
from Sentinels, because the last time they had used the wingman for
Guys,
the
masa
plant,
yang
they
nonton
played back off
300
of
yang
it.
like
This time they're getting aggressive and trying to pinch in towards spawn. I mean, Saucy's just doing a great job holding these angles. And again, it's been the read here from the Sentinels that they're able to take that early pressure from the utility, just like we were seeing on Split, and use it against Paper Rex. So I'm really, really impressed with the game plan.
Saucy and Celsius out in front, leading the charge. Everybody else very close behind, however. But that next Nightfall rolling on the Thunder combo, not too far off. Exchange paint shells.
Awas ke bed.
Now Saucy
Aman.
get chunked out. Down to 2 HP. Second still boldly swinging out to grab that orb.
Udah di lag 2 kali. Ya.
Nice
Ya, dia dong lag
keep those orbs out of something's hands. Keep those thrashes.
Jangan mau
at
banyak
bay.
yang lag
Those
Bang,
have been the rounds
rame
where
kalau takut kena
a little bit more trouble. That
Oh iya,
little
jangan di
extra
lag, jangan di lag.
PC utility that the Gecko can use
Subscribe
to
aja
gain
nggak sih?
that space to get those plants down safely. Now they're going to be rotating over as everybody on Sentinels is
playing back.
Yeah, they're expecting a push out of mid potentially, and it is not going to come this time. It looks like it's just going to be a straight up B main push.
The cam toggle for Chuck Kitty will tell them everything that they need to know. That will now be taken out. So what kind of positions Paper Rex does take here in this post plan? Looks like Sentinels widely fine to try to play for this retake. Sasuke at 2 HP.
Lu nonton pakai VPN nggak Bang? Nonton nggak pakai VPN.
Something does have that thrash.
That's real destroy VRX.
That makes things even more difficult to buy with the neural
Sabar Yohan.
Just picking everybody. Seeing the triple stack there. Approaching from market. Putting it in disconnected positions. Pop flash. Dizzy going. No one.
Apakah iya VRX
See some shots. Getting tagged low. Sends out the paint shield for the buy on the lurk. Comes around. Managing to find himself a third kill. Tens will get finished off by Forsaken, and Second can do nothing else but hightail it out. Paper Rex once again just replying with a round win of their own, just keeping things so very close.
Ini pakai band map nggak sih? Pakai
two in a row to tie
things up. Lotus sama
good adjustments by Paper Rex, kind of sensing that overstack onto A. Changing directions very nicely, and Devi has been so crisp this entire tournament. Multi-kills, so important. The way he's able to lock these angles down through market makes their jobs so much easier the rest of the way through that round. And they have been reading the map a little bit better. Thrash available once again. Mind Freak's got his ult. Sometimes they do TP and back up into alley or something like that to try to set up a hit onto A. See if they're going to go for that.
Second caught, couldn't clear it in time. Covering fire though. You know, rival from Zelsis.
Ini rewards apa bukan ya? Ini live kita.
Thrash as well. Stranded far forward. The Sentinels completely surrounding the area. You can see everybody has pulled off that B side already.
Gonna challenge it.
Push in something over the angle, and Mind Freak catching second at the end.
Yuk.
Jump up over the top of King. Zelsis able to get him right before the flashes and the Dizzy connect. Push forward though, Forsaken. Crouch walking up, does manage to spam out Zelsis. Leaving John Cutie here on the site alone. Devi in the meantime.
On alert. Belum coy.
The TP over Tens. Puts himself here in B. This could be a major disruptor in the game plan for Paper Rex.
They're going to be able to sense this in time and go for the... You just pick him off or rotate back.
He still has a paranoia as well.
They're
lined up for him. Tense from the shadow, sets the stage, gets the kill.
God.
Now the paranoia swings across. The cage down, but it's very shallow.
Cage triggered.
Saw him right before the cage bloomed. Shorty pulled, but still, kill coming in. And answering Cypher Cage, dropped down by John Cutie. So we get the Cypher battle. Cage drops. John gets the kill. Sentinels once again up by 2.
Halo Altan. Ada
What a
Altan.
read here
Halo
from
Altan.
Tens. Able to find space in between the Paper X players. Devi's out and lurking towards market again. And he knows that B main's going to be left open if they back off. It looked like the fact that they might be able to get this going on the A side for Paper X, but just barely. Zelsis able to hang on over there. Using that breach utility to buy him enough space to at least get one. And then they sense that there's just too many players there. Paper X never really finding that comfort to get the execute the way they wanted, I feel.
Deep flash set in the fault line to delay. HLs as well. Stopping them here in their tracks. 0 point not going very deep, not going to be getting the null out onto anybody. As second, making this close left angle.
Send more to Bill.
Forsaken was reading it for a moment, but shots from the side starting to distract. Izzy goes out. Wingman going for the plant, but now second, it's his time to strike. Something turns, however, manages to get the pivot, and Wingman does get the plant off. Zelsis, however, still already far forward alongside John. Cypher Cage rather goes down, and Jing able to find 2. It's taken out by 10, so he's now going to be traded. Devi coming away with the kill, and that leaves Saucy all on his lonesome. Just now making his way through Boba.
Got that Nightfall. Has a real opportunity to make this 1v2 go. No reason I'd say not to try it.
Just one more round to play out. After this, he's going to look for it. Finds one. Mind Freak. He was just trying to delay and play for time, but he actually swings out to take the fight. Does get the win. Paper X with an opportunity to have us tied at the half.
It's a pretty good idea here from Sentinels. I like the patience from Zekin to just let that Wingman go, wait for the players to step out. And even with the Dizzy, it's not really kind of accounted for quick enough before he's able to find one. Great turn by something. Jing just W keying in and finds 2 big frags, and Mind Freak kind of expecting maybe that sees and just knew that he had to hold that down. He's able to do so.
In that round, though, Jing does lose the showstopper, and there's crucial ults moments away from being available. Usually with another from the shadows. You've got Zelsis one away from having the
Kalau
right now,
VCT kemarin rosternya juga.
to that orb
Sekarang
over
kan
outside
roster
of
baru
A.
ini.
So that ult is going to be online for the retake. The buy still very weak here for Sentinels.
Maunya Trivan.
2 Guardians, 2 Stingers.
Yo,
Saucy the only one with a full automatic rifle.
Ya. Di PRX garis keras.
Yo. Now sent Forsaken and Jing swinging around, getting themselves closer towards Boba. Flashes start flying. Second caught with the Thrash, but protected. Teammates surrounding him, keeping him safe. Approach now coming in. There's the Rolling Thunder. The push out, but Devi, the backstab. It comes through, managing to find one. Something gets another before falling. Saucy on for 2, but then gets shut down. Mind Freak with the elimination. Finds himself a second, almost gets the third. It will be Jing taking it for himself as Paper X tie us up 6-6.5.
It's a phenomenal half for both teams, but you got to give a slight edge to the Sentinels with the way that normally Paper X is so explosive, so tough to deal with on the attacker side. But really tenacious stuff. Devi able to find a really nice timing right off the back of that Rolling Thunder. Not able to give too much other than Saucy a couple big kills. That's about all the Sentinels are able to get. Devi strikes in the back and Neural Theft as well, just to secure it. But is that going to be enough? Is the defender side going to be strong enough for Paper X to get the job done is the real question. And again, highlighted it before the match.
Bisa jadi.
A tale of 2 stories for these teams in the way that they approach the maps and the way that they approach their kind of success.
Sabar bang, jangan ke-trigger.
For Paper X, it's usually on the attacker side, and gotta feel pretty good about that half as Sentinels. You played better than anyone has against Paper X's attack on this map so far.
Yeah, I mean, what did we say? 81% was the win rate for them on attack coming into this one. They just cut that down to 50 in this map. Big improvements, but now we get to see Sentinels on the attack, something that we didn't get that many glimpses of the first time out.
And the scary thing is...
Excellent drawing.
That is actually really, really good. The scary thing is for Paper X is the last time on the attacker side, actually, It was a pistol round win into a bonus conversion for Sentinels. So it's, you know, that's gotta be in the back of your mind. You can't let that happen again. You can't have another pistol drop. You can win this pistol. Definitely as Paper Rex, you gotta be feeling a lot more confident.
Kalau emang Jing rehat,
Defender
harusnya
side,
lebih sering
haven't
mainin
seen a
monyet.
ton of it. It's like a 1-3-1.
Iya juga sih.
It's gonna be the setup for Paper Rex. Gonna try to. This is what they like to do. They like to go through mid.
Sabar coy.
Like to try to see if they can crunch from one side or another. If I can hold market and swing in through mid as well to back them up, something just gonna play for the orb.
Back off there, Sentinels avoiding the 0 point, but it's a big push out here in towards mid. That's okay, Force Presence going to be spotted, pop flash, nothing noted. Is he on the ground, jump peek there from 10, spotting Forsaken. Oh, hear the footsteps of retreat.
Now they're going to swap something over to B side.
Siap.
Folks are going to come out to try to give Sentinels a little bit of breathing room, start working the map, start getting some info, start figuring out how they want to line this up. So good stuff here from both teams. Paper X wants to get aggressive. That's in their nature. Sentinels read it, but Paper X doesn't over-aggress.
As the smoke dissipates, Forsaken getting a glimpse there in courtyard. Back away, the door, getting pressured. Want to break that, add some potential ambiguity into the round. Jing as well, trying to get involved. Shelter's going to be sent out. Saucy backs away, not eating any of that damage. Defy gets ready to potentially swing the corner, does so, gets the headshot out, Saucy gets dropped.
Oh, Defy, it's so good on this map. Another big pickup.
30 seconds left.
Now, 3 players over on the A side for Paper Rex, and the execute.
As soon as they hear this flash, they should know, but already the rotations are coming into Paper Rex. Having a good sense of where this one's going to end up. Fault line goes in. Stun coming across. Paint shell in the proper spot. Goes into the back. Second, able to find Jing. Forsaken to get down. Mind Freak now trying to hold, but so very low already on the side. Something. Cannot get any kills to assist.
Oh.
Sentinels win another pistol.
What a read from Sentinels. The fault line into the paint shells, knowing exactly where the double stack of Forsaken and Jing was going to be. So smart, so savvy. The homework, A+ for Sentinels coming into this. And for Paper X, now you start to panic maybe a little. Maybe a little.
Daripada kalian ribut, mending subscribe.
Awesome stuff that we're seeing. And again, you got hats off to Kaplan, the job that he's done getting these guys prepared for this event. Top notch.
Sheriff's coming through once again. Not going to be seeing any force apply, but we will see some force positions being taken. Second, waiting, fault line going through. Does he realize Forsaken's already gotten that far forward? It's like either way, he is starting to back off. Swing coming in, Forsaken only with the classic. Now just going to be sending out the flash, but turn comes in. Answering paint shells now could do some significant damage. Forsaken taken out, the Spectre claiming the first kill. Go on the corner. The Sheriff shot sent out, but the A site completely opened up, the plant already in. These positions, these HP bars, be a hell of a comeback in the round for Paper Rex. Ten's just waiting. Voids the dizzy, the push coming through. Something, able to find the first. Still, HP bar goes down low. 35 remaining here on the Gecko.
Bring them down.
Tyler sent, time running low. Second, able to find one, sends it, but something finishes the job. Nelsis watching around the back, will be able to catch 2. Mind Freak now, no other choice but to die to the spike. Wants to try to actually get the catch here, stop the rotate outs, and actually does force Saucy and John Cutie to both get taken out. Overall, not too bad. Zels is the only one surviving as we get ready to go into the bonus.
Yeah, that's fine. That's a fine round for Paper Rex. That's so much economic damage done to Sentinels. You'll absolutely take that. Just a matter of, are they going to be able to stabilize, putting so much pressure at the beginning of this round. And again, both teams starting to get a little bit more cautious with these early pushes. Paper X not overcommitting to anything, trying to get Sentinels caught out in position a little bit, but so far Sentinels have been pretty good at dodging it. Second, oh my god.
Wow, right into something. Well, trying to up the pace here, but doesn't go the way that they were hoping for there, but 10 still able to find Jing, so trade out on the races across the map. Something as well, still at 11 HP. An advantage in that sense We see John Cutie and Saucy both taken low. Sheriff shot again, though, from 10. Finds Mind Freak, and yeah, Zelsis going on a lurk. The lurking breach, not something that you ever really anticipate, but seems like he's not going to be pushing towards them. He just wants to hold the angle while Tens continues to draw attention. He will fall, but no spike noted here from Paper Rex. They're going to realize now that this is intended for B.
Cam comes through, and 11 HP for something. Going to try to go through Market. The other two on top.
Zelsis greeting them first and foremost, and Saucy swinging back in. It's all on something with 11 HP. And Zelsis will finish it off. Both bonuses in the map converted by Sentinels as they now find themselves up to 9.
Oh boy, they did it again. I didn't think they'd be able to replicate what happened last time on this map on their attacker side, but they do it. They find this bonus. You know, the start here is so aggressive, but then they contest for this orb. They know how important these orbs are to the Paper Rex kind of ideas that they've been playing with so far. They are happy to shut that down. Doesn't matter if it's, you know, something, yeah, you see them, but you know they're still going to be playing for one, maybe trying to get Jing the showstopper or something like that. And they contest successfully on the A side. And so much to say about the way the Sentinels are doing this, and in very intelligent fashion. And now Alex is starting to let them know a little bit. You know, let's tighten up. You know, I don't know if it's the turn your brain off and go shoot, but I think it's a little bit different this time.
Most likely, but a very solid 4v5 conversion there in the bonus of all rounds for Sentinels to just not allow them to get back on the board. It's a big Forsaken fan here in the audience.
Oh, God. Oh, it's a fan of Bane. It's a fan of, like, a lot of the Korean players. But Bane, the former DRX prodigy, now playing in the Tier 2 scene. I'm not sure what team he's on right now, but anyway, kind of weird to see some Bane sign in there. I mean, we're getting players that aren't even in this event.
Here. Tens up on top. Tap on the orb coming through. Jing taking that for himself to try to get the showstopper online. Ready for the Dizzy. Quickly cleared. Prowler just trying to scare something off recovering this. We'll be able to commit to it, though. And that back up shortly.
And the patience being displayed by the Sentinels, keeping this game in their own pace, not letting Paper Rex just kind of explode or get overly aggressive. Every time they're just willing to absorb the pressure that Paper Rex may or may not want to bring. Now Paper Rex this round doesn't want to do it, but again, Sentinels doing such a good job of pace, controlling the initiative of the map.
Haunt going out, not going to be able to get the reveal there. Now Paranoia going through, Dizzy up over the top, the blind of the two, and Paranoia as well, sent by Mind Freak. They shove them back for the time being, and now this is going to be ushering everybody from Sentinels over towards Divide. The Stinger in hand. Flash not connecting, Trapwire finding one. Looks for this follow-up, and now Forsaken comes in from behind, does manage to find Zelsis. Takes him down, keeps him in with a man advantage, and that weapon should be able to be recovered here as Wingman just
guys, sorry dinyalain ya mode subscribernya biar gak banyak yang rame coy.
On the back, now noted. Camp gets destroyed. Jing staying elusive, bounces away, not getting caught there. And Ken's going to be noted and just take it down. Jing will find the kill. Something falls. John Cutie, however, 25 HP, still stands his ground. Forsaken with 5 health. Puts this much more pressure on Mind Freak. Swing coming in, the headshot is good. They have to get onto the spike here soon. It's
Jangan lupa di subscribe, di like guys. Biar bisa komentar.
The tap, the spray. A little bit back towards him here as Forsaken the arm. Should have been seen, but he actually gets the headshot. But they didn't have it held to half. The hold away, trying to make it happen, but it's going to be just shy of the mark, perhaps. No! 0.45 seconds left. Forsaken survives the round, gets the defuse. And Paper Rex, they get their first round of the half.
Yeah, I mean, Sentinels here planning in the back of sight, trying to cover from that side, knowing that Paper Rex was so far pushed forward, they were going to be coming from the other way. I think a really smart, good defense set up here, but they're taking a lot of damage. And then Saucy does see the shoulder of Forsaken, opts to wait for the retap onto the spike before he goes for the finish, thinking he can probably buy enough time, but he's just half a second short. Now there's ults everywhere. I mean,
4
look at
ults.
this.
I mean, Zekken 1 away from having his showstopper. Jing just 2.
It's ult Christmas.
This could get crazy here pretty shortly. As for now, it'll be a very quiet beginning.
And again, the tempo of this map has been so masterfully dictated by the Sentinels. And here they go, just creeping through. Devi's utility outside of B main. I think the camera's right above the door on the other side. And then the trap wire again outside of market. Here we go.
Prowler. Carrot. Little catch there. Yeah, I'm not spotting much of anything there. It's Tense. Going to approach through mid. Will get spotted. Forsaken able to take him out. Now without their Omen and Zekken again just getting locked down there by that thrash. Jing will find John Cutie. Push over to the side. Jing actually stabilized that bounce to kill off Saucy. And it's a flawless round here from Paper Rex, who are now just 1 round away from tying us up.
Okay. Now we're starting to see a little bit of life.
That's Nightfall and Rolling Thunder.
Yeah, both invested. Well, they dodged the Rolling Thunder, right? Nobody gets hit by that. The Nightfall catches Jing, and Jing has enough space and the opportunity to back out. And then he's going to use that tether to kind of reaggress onto that angle against Sentinels. That is kind of the dual nature sometimes of those tethers, is you can kind of find some ways to guide it into an angle where they expect you one and you're in a different one.
Oh, they're looking for the chase. Rocket goes down, and the kill not going to be found. Flashing as well, so something can back away as he was playing out into the open. Answering Rocket at the ready, but Jing wanting to hold that perhaps for a future buy round here. Sentinels is 10 so far, only able to find 1 kill there onto something. And it is just John and Celsius left standing. Can't get the kills. We're tied up 9-9.
Okay. Now we're starting to think about, you know, it can't be 13-7, so it must be overtime. That is the way of these matches, I suppose. And now you've got Showstopper for Jing. Forsaken able to hang on to his ultimate, but a lot else committed. And I don't know how the hell something gets out of there, but he does. And that cyber cage helps. That sort of one-way. It's not really a one-way because everybody can see underneath it, but I suppose the defenders have a bit of an advantage with it. Gives him a little bit of extra room. Jing, here he goes.
Jumping forward, we can see just how far back they're playing. Your point, not finding anybody there. Tense taken down. Forsaken finding the kill. Rocket just going to get sent. Won't find any damage, so Sentinels do manage to avoid that for the time being.
It's a cute lineup there from Forsaken to try to get a spot for Jing on that push out. I really like that setup from Paper Rex, so something a little new being put into play. Almost doesn't give him the kill from the Showstopper, but it gives him a kill out in the mid, and something is just holding his ground here.
I don't know if he's going to be ready for this one, though.
Oh, God.
Oh, if they just look
They're not
backward.
looking.
Neither is looking back.
Yeah.
And they will just miss each other like ships in the night.
Oh, my God.
And if something is relaying that mid is clear, this could end up being some very bad info. You can see Mind Freak not paying any attention towards the center of the map. Jing about to swing around, however. Will spot him, but he's not ready for it. And he can't relay it to Mind Freak fast enough. He's coming in, Forsaken, stunned up. Second arrives, takes him down. Now it's just 2 players left. Something trying to keep his position. Somewhat secretive here, but just jumping out around the side to try to remove the dart. Saucy guns him down. Devi now, the last one standing. Cash aplenty for him, so can try to deal some damage to Sentinels. But this is looking like Sentinels getting themselves up to double digits first.
Yeah, tough angle here for Devi. Looking for the exit frag. Saucy, somewhat aware. He's going to read this.
Walks away, but Saucy just wasn't quite ready for it, but still reacted fast enough to find the elimination, and Sentinels will get the 10.
I mean, you nailed it. The fact that something never sees that rotation through mid. Paper X just assumes it's clear. That's the round. That's the round.
another 4v5 that Sentinels are able to convert into a win. See them just catching them off guard at every twist and turn.
Stay focused.
So incredible. And I like the little tech play from Paper Receh to start that round. Saucy flying the mid on top of that wire. Or in the falls down, actually. There's a wire you can land it on up there, but doesn't matter. Just using that to get the space that they need. 3-man stack towards market for Paper Receh. The other two shifted into the A side. Just playing here. Something.
Swing out, yeah, something. Spotting a glimpse there of John for a moment. Backs away. That neural theft still in play. Didn't see it necessary to invest in the last round. As Second jumping forward, still getting the kill. Right before that, Dizzy comes in. Jing trying to gamble which side he's going to be swinging out on. Eventually will be able to find the headshot, but not before getting chunked out for 47 HP. The aftershock forcing them back to the spot comes in, devising just enough of Saucy to be able to take him down through the wall. In the meantime, John QT is starting to open things up at A site, relaying to his teammates to rotate across the map.
Yeah, this is something John has been doing really well this tournament. As he's able to find holes in the opponent's defense on the other side of maps, able to relay that information over. So now, yes, you are going to start seeing the shift over for Paper Receh. You do have that null command still for Forsaken. Now seems like a good as time as any to use it. A couple blast packs for Jing to get on in there potentially from the backside, but the trap wire to cover that flank angle.
Planted.
0 point lets them know that there's no one playing all the way into backside. The null command taking away, just keeping them suppressed, stopping that util from coming through. Double push comes out the back. Footsteps may have been heard there as Ten's trying to hold the line, but good answering damage from Jing makes him think twice about that hold. Cam now out, Forsaken finding one. Ten's going to be taken down. Zelz is able to find Mind Freak, but that puts everything now on the IGL, and he cannot react fast enough. Devi will get his third kill, and these teams will remain inseparable. Now 10 and 10.
Yeah, good. It's really good stuff here on this post plan. It's tricky with the null command in play, but Tens finds the perfect timing to swing through and watch for the lurk, because Jing had to clear that trap wire, and it's great communication, great awareness from the Sentinels, just slightly better gunplay, and a good position from Devi. That pick right there is what kind of turns the round on its head. Devi able to play the backside of that pillar on B so effectively, able to stall Sentinels up and force them to rotate to the other side of the map, buy them some time, and out.
Jangan lupa
The Rolling Thunder, are we just going to try a fast hit?
Kedua kita
and if so, it's going to potentially be rewarded. Push into the corner there from something, but they're held at bay. The volley goes off, but now he's stuck, blinded up. Aftershock will take him down. The first kill goes the way of Sentinels.
Oh no, it looked like maybe Paper Receh was going to come out of that a little bit better, but something pushing a bit too far forward, and great recognition by Zelz with that aftershock.
If they could get around the corner, would allow them to use that neural theft on something's body. Seems like that's what they really want to do here, is Forsaken just clearing out the boom bot. Slowing them up at every twist and turn, but there's the ult investment now coming through. Get the spot, start rotating off. Door, tell if it's shut now, will be shut in market. 0 point lobbed in, will get destroyed. Bolt line not connecting. Jump forward there, Second gets himself in the backside. He's going to take it down. Jing, however, sprang through the smoke, finds one, gets some damage across, but it's just Mind Freak and Devi left alive now. Mind Freak pushing out, wants himself out of market. What a trap! Brings it now into a 1v2.
Thanks for subscribing.
The shot that he had no business hitting. Trapwire will be cleared. They know exactly where Devi is, but now he knows where they are. Answering neural theft going through. It's the ping. Waiting for the swing. The jump across. Can't stabilize fast enough to find Saucy. The last member alive. Sentinels moving up to 11.
Yeah, it's great back and forth, but the Sentinels, as soon as that contact comes through, Zelz is ready with the Rolling Thunder. Trapping something. Great entry here by Zekken, finding 2 big kills. And that breaks the site open. Mind Freak, that is, oh my god, that is good. But Saucy.
A flick from him, but yeah, Saucy able to get it done. That aftershock was absolutely everything.
Yep.
Taking down something, stopping him from surviving.
You're absolutely right. That's great recognition by Zelsis. I mean, you gotta love the way that he's using his utility. It's so smart, so on point.
Look at the ults that they have available. Nightfall Showstopper. Now drawn out. John Cutie already finding something. The rocket gets sent, but Jing shuts it down, killing him off in midair. But now Sasi finding the divide. An advantage here for the side of Sen. Jing tries to take the fight, but Sasi says no. Puts him down. Tense gets Forsaken. And now suddenly it's all on Mindfreak, still making his way over to the site. Spike gets planted.
1K view, kalau jadiin subscriber kan 1K subscriber tuh lumayan tuh.
Enough money for another buy for Paper Rex.
Lumayan
half
tuh.
armors, but once again, probably just going to be on exit frag duty. It's just too many players left. Few the paranoia.
Subscribe dulu guys, ntar kita restream.
Well.
Setelah map ini.
He's just going to have to play it safe. Look for the exit frags.
Needs to not drift into this. Yep, there you go. Sees the trap wire, says, okay, definitely don't want them to know where I am. We'll just continue to play this quietly, but Sasi is on the hunt.
Sasi
just end up
ini
drifting right here
ngeselin
into
coy.
Mindfreak's hands, but no, he looks away. Sasi finds his mark, gets himself a triple in the round, and Sentinels now find themselves at map point.
Diingetin sama Knight.
It just seems like Paper Rex this time, maybe not expecting a fast hit. They're playing pretty up close on the site. And then something tries to peek out in the mid and just gets shut right down. Completely anticipated, and Jing tries to re-aggress, and Sasi's ready for him. Man, he's been so good.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hello. Yeah.
Gila,
the timings here, a couple of them have just not gone the way of Paper Rex.
Jing sending Paintail to try to keep himself alive. Prowler on the hunt. Something holding close. Sends the Dizzy, but now just has to try to hightail it back. Shots flying, and it's going to be him caught up. John Cutie finds another kill.
Giga ini.
Now things slow down.
Thank you, udah subscribe.
As rotations continue, but Devi, in the silence here, the uncertainty, well, that 0 point will certainly reveal all. Now he can start making his way over. But the Sentinels continue to stay put and just bury that seed of doubt here in Paper Rex.
Yeah, you're 1 away, 2 away from the showstopper for Jing. He's not being given any opportunities to play for those orbs. You can see Sentinels has had such a great idea of keeping this A orb under their control.
Here's the Broo bot clear out. TP forward. Tense arriving. Just go snapping back.
Yep.
Another kill found. Now they'll start rotating their way over towards this B site. Device still alive, means that the Cypher util very much in play, but with a couple shots over towards mid. Now that smoke thrown down. Sasi has looked so far forward here onto A. And Paper Rex, oh, they're being sold snake oil right now.
This is so smart. Now they're going to know with the haunt and all the util coming down. Paper Rex, a 3v4 retake coming up. It's going to be very, very challenging.
John Cutie watching this, but Devi hearing the cam, knows that it's just around the corner. Stuck behind the box. Eventually it will get cleared, but that confirms the lurk. Grenade at the ready. Sent towards Jing. Devi dead. Sasi able to find him on that flank angle. Mindfreak clears out second, but now he is all on his lonesome. TP's forward behind the box, but needs to kill 3 and needs to do it soon. Grabs the gun. Can't even line up Sasi. He will fall to the wayside. It's 13 and 10 as Sentinels take map 2.
Just looking so calm, so in control throughout. Yes, Paper Rex is able to punch back better on this map, but Sasi in particular was all over the place. Not only is his utility impactful, but his gunplay maybe more so this time around. Always in the right place to pick up those big kills, always right there to trade off of his teammates. I mean, really, the only, wouldn't even call it a fumble, but the only one that he had was when he chose to shoot Mindfreak instead of Forsaken and lost that round from B, but whatever. The rest of it was so, so good from him. And again, the Paper Rex just could never really adjust to get to play the game at the pace they want.
Christmas might be coming early for that fan right there. And Sentinels now find themselves at match point, trying to pull off the 3-0 versus the second place team from Champions this year. And right now, it is looking ever so possible.
And this is that same lineup from Champions. It's not like this is the Monyet one.
I mean, this guy's just throwing out the debates.
Wow. That guy.
I mean, I am a child at heart, so I'll laugh at that.
I appreciate it. It's kind of funny.
Well.
Trying to get that Tarot clout, too.
Now then, one more map standing in Sentinel's way of becoming the AVL champions here in the opening season. Some back and forth action here between these two squads, but just right at the end, able to break away and just shut down PaperX at every twist and turn. Now we go back to Breeze, the map where Sentinels, they blew PaperX out of the water in that opening series of the season. But we're expecting to see some adjustments.
Yeah, we're expecting to see a different composition in terms of who's playing what agents. Especially, you would expect Forsaken to be on that Yoru instead of something, and last time it worked a treat. And then was it enough information for the Sentinels to download? It's just pretty one-sided, and Kaplan fired up, and rightly so. I mean, this has just been so well done by him and the Sentinels. And every time it seems like the Sentinels were guessing correctly, reading correctly. Very rarely did it felt like they were getting caught out of position. Once or twice, sure. That'll happen against PaperX no matter who you are. But this is starting to look scary, and yes, you can always say it, that PaperX is the team that had the first comeback, that had the first reverse sweep in a best-of-5 in VCT at the finals of all things of VCT Pacific last year. But this one looking very difficult.
Well, that it is, but it looked difficult back then, and
True.
This is another final, so maybe that's when the magic can happen. But they need to turn it up right now. I mean, a great overall map from Divine. But the rest of the team, just so many punishes, so many picks coming through, something constantly. Just getting picked off there by John on those lurks, catching him on the rotations. Sentinels very well poised. I mean, this is back-to-back phenomenal maps here for Sasi.
Yeah, no, he was just so good. He's so good today. You love to see it. And, yeah, you're right. I love that you mentioned that, you know, something... Not only were they controlling the alt orbs, they're also controlling the space at which he liked to use his utility.
Well, we have another break and then potentially only one more map here in this grand final. Sentinels have match point in their back pocket. Can they close it out on Breeze, or will PaperX cling to life? We're going to find out after the break.
Guys, kita restream ya. Siapa yang setuju kita restream, coy? Restream ya, biar aman. Jangan lupa di subscribe, biar tungguin channel ini. Langsung restream kita. Oke, bye bye.